Good morning, this is Gracie Opulenza and I'm all about eccentric and opulent lifestyle. You can find out a lot more about me on gracieopulenza.com. Welcome to Tuscany, Italy, and I am doing numerous videos on quality luxury leather bags, and because of Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, Versace mass producing bags, Dior, to me those luxury brands now are just mainstream fast fashion. Years ago you would have to wait months for bags. Now they just mass produce them, as LVMH is a conglomerate group that owns Dior, that ugly tote bag at €2,500, paying their workers €60 a day. Mass produced. I see the fake deals everywhere in Southeast Asia. I see them everywhere. This bag you're not going to see anywhere. Roberta di Camerino. Now Roberto was a Jew during the war, fled to Switzerland, came back to Venice where she was born, and she's famous for leather, woven leather technique. She's the one that pioneered this, and Prada, Bottega Veneta copied her, but she pioneered the woven leather technique that you see with all the brands today. Now, what also Roberto is famous for, artisans after the war had nothing to do, and she used the artisans that made the gondola to make her a bag. This is a gondola bag, the same material, leather, and look at that brass from a gondola. Gondolas are around €250,000. This bag, can you not see the resemblance of a gondola? I found this bag in a market. Put in Arezzo on my YouTube and you'll see the antique markets every month. So Roberta di Camerino, born in Venice, and to bring back the artisans in to be able to survive after the war, she decided to copy the gondola, or was inspired by the gondola. This leather is from the gondola leather, and so is the hardware, which is, look at this brass. What makes a super luxury bag? Well, I can tell you now, the Louis Vuittons, the Guccis, the Pradas, Dior, then this bag walks all over them. What makes a luxury bag unique, super, is the quality of the leather. This is like top quality leather. I mean, this bag is around 60 years old, if not more. Unfortunately, it's very hard to see when this was made. The woven leather technique, Roberto pioneered that. So when you buy the Bottega Veneta and Prada, they copied her. Now Roberto is famous for all complaining to Coco Chanel, crying, "They're copying me, they're copying my bag." And Coco Chanel famously said, "Stop crying when they stop copying you." So isn't this, just think about it, the same leather, hardware as a gondola. And I polished this all up. Look at the mechanisms. It is just to die for. Look at the quality of this bag. No one in Europe will be walking around with a bag like this, let alone Southeast Asia, let alone the USA or Australia. Super rare. super, super rare. That is luxury for me today. That's why I also have a blog, vintagestyleclothing.com, and you can really find out a lot more about Roberta. Now, Roberta became famous thanks to Grace Kelly and Jackie Kennedy. They really loved her bags. And then they celebrated her work by a museum in Venice that sadly closed down. Family just dispersed all the bags. I guess it's good in a way, at least people are using them. Now, it's very hard. This pulls out really beautiful mechanism. And look how clever this is. Double-sided. Right? Look at the hardware. What makes an immense bag? Like, this is Hermès standard, I'm telling you. Right? Because it's brass and silver. The best of leather. It's been handmade. And this would have taken such a long time to make. It would have been commissioned. I'm getting bitten by a wasp. The material is exactly the same as the gondola, which are worth around 2 to 250,000 euro. Gondola takes 6 months to make. The zip, the quality of this zip is second to none. I mean, it's amazing. It just opens and closes. Let's say that this bag was made, I would say, maybe in the 60s or the 70s. Let's say the 60s. This bag is, holy heck, 65 years old. Look at it. Like, subscribe. I tell you, no one's going to have gems like I have. Look at the mechanism. Isn't that gorgeous? You just pull that out and it pulls. It's just engineering. And she just used the artisan skill, innovation, and they came up with this. Hold on, I just want to show you. If I can, it's hard. When I pull that out, look, that's how the bag opens and closes. Copper and silver, oh my goodness, and the hardware. This is, Hermès is standard, and it's rare. When I saw this, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. I bought this in Lucca. And I instantly knew it was her bag. And she always has her name printed on the bag. It's hard to tell in here. And I thought, I've just got to get this for its beauty, craftsmanship, innovation, history. And then look, polished all that as well. Isn't that beautiful? And then look at that. Bags of today are not even of this quality. The leather's beautiful. Can you see? The gondola. When you go to Venice, just look at the craftsmanship of a gondola that takes 6 months to make. And then these are the very same hands that put this together. It's just beautiful. This is a museum piece. Look at it. I just never ever heard of her before. Look at that. When I go to Florence next, I'll walk with this. I'll be like, oh my goodness, where did you get that bag? The leather, would have been from Tuscany. Just look at it. And I polished this all up. It's heavy, it's quality. It's just beautiful. Like, subscribe, leave your comment. What do you think about this unique piece? So Roberta di Camerino pioneered the leather woven handbag. Then Bottega Veneta copied, and so did Prada. Just gorgeous. You can see, I don't know if you've Google a gondola, or I might just throw a photo of a gondola to show you. Just awesome. Beautiful bag, a winter bag. Grace Kelly and Jackie Kennedy really put Roberta on the map. Fled Venice, where she was born during the war, then came back because she was a Jew, and then saw that the artisans had nothing to do. There was a lot of material, leather and copper and hardware, and she thought, well, let's create a handbag line. You can find out a lot more about her on vintagestyleclothing.com. Now, there's a Chinese brand has bought the name, and they're just horrendous quality. In fact, there's a shop here in Arezzo that sells her bags, and I'm going to take this bag in. I'm going to give you a comparison. There is no comparison. She would be turning in her grave with how they have ruined her legacy. But I would get another bag like this made in a different colour. Oh, it's just awesome. And I can do that easily here in Tuscany. It would be just, I've got an actual vintage bag that the hardware is gorgeous. The leather's had it. And I'm thinking of them creating a bag like this, a bigger size. Obviously a different design. What makes a luxury super rare handbag is the history, the hardware and the leather. And if this had the word Hermes on it, I think this could command up to 40,000 euro. This is what this bag's worth. For me, this bag is worth 200,000 euro because of its rarity, its history, its uniqueness, its gondola leather, gondola hardware, gondola artisans. Just beautiful. And I do want to take it out, but I also want to just preserve this bag because it is adorable. Like, subscribe. What do you think? And so what you do is you pull these two simultaneously. Clever, beautiful mechanism to open the bag. I can't show you because, hold on one sec, I'll show you. Okay, it's on. So just focus on the bag. So Roberta is famous for her quirky engineering of bags. Do you see how that opens? And look at the mechanism here. Isn't that really, really gorgeous? And she's also, and I open it again. Oh, look at that. That and that. And the same there. Isn't that gorgeous? And I want to show you, look at that, the quality of the zip. I think this bag's around 60 to 80 years old. If I could find out when it was made, it would be awesome. Thank you very, very much. This is what makes a luxury bag. And, do you know what? I'm going to get a replica made. Bit of a quirk because I've got gorgeous hardware that I can upcycle. That's luxury. This is Hermes equivalent for sure. I wonder what she would have sold this bag in its time. Gondola in a bag form. Same leather as the gondola, same copper, same silver, and Roberto di Camerino pioneered the woven leather technique. He was the first one to do it. Thank you very much.